The emergency beacon pierced through the vacuum of space, a desperate cry from the mining station Kepler 442b. Commander Elena Vasquez adjusted the frequency on her neural interface, the cybernetic implants behind her ears humming with electrical activity. The distress signal carried an unusual quantum signature, something she had never encountered in her 15 years of deep space rescue operations. Her ship, the Meridian, dropped out of hyperspace near the asteroid belt where the mining station orbited a dying red giant. The massive solar arrays that once powered the facility hung twisted and dark, victim to some catastrophic event. Elena's enhanced vision, courtesy of her ocular implants, automatically adjusted to scan the debris field floating around the station's hull. "Strange," she muttered, her voice echoing in the cramped cockpit. The station's biosignatures showed one life form, impossibly small, impossibly alone. Elena docked with the emergency airlock, her environmental suit automatically calibrating to the station's compromised atmosphere. The corridors were eerily quiet, filled with the acrid smell of burned electronics and something else, something organic and unfamiliar. Her boots clanked against the metal grating as she followed her scanner toward the life sign. The signal led her to the station's research laboratory, where broken containment units lined the walls like metallic coffins. In the center of the room, huddled beneath an overturned table, Elena discovered the source of the beacon. It wasn't human. The creature was no larger than her forearm, covered in iridescent scales that shifted between deep purple and electric blue. Two large, amber eyes stared up at her with an intelligence that made her breath catch. Membranous wings, too small for flight but perfectly formed, twitched against its serpentine body. The being's chest rose and fell rapidly, clearly terrified but unable to move. Elena's scientific training kicked in. Her neural implants automatically began cataloging the creature's physiology, cross-referencing against the galactic database of known species. No matches. This was something entirely new to human science. "Hey there," she whispered, crouching down slowly. The creature's scales rippled with bioluminescent patterns, creating a mesmerizing light show across its tiny form. "You're scared, aren't you?" Elena accessed the station's data logs through her interface. The holographic displays flickered to life, revealing the final entries of Dr. Marcus Kellaway, the station's xenobiologist. The recordings told a tragic story. The creature was part of a clutch discovered in the asteroid belt's ice formations, preserved in cryogenic stasis for millennia. When the eggs were brought aboard for study, only one had survived the thawing process. The infant had imprinted on Dr. Kellaway, following him everywhere with devoted loyalty. But when the station's reactor went critical, the evacuation pods could only support human life. The research team had been forced to make an impossible choice: abandon their discovery or risk everyone's survival. They chose to leave. Elena watched the creature's amber eyes track her movements as she slowly extended her hand. Without hesitation, it crawled into her palm, its scaled body surprisingly warm against her skin. The bioluminescent patterns on its scales shifted to a soft golden glow, and Elena realized it was trying to communicate. Her neural implants detected complex electromagnetic frequencies emanating from the creature, a sophisticated language beyond current human understanding. But somehow, the emotional content was clear: loneliness, fear, and desperate hope. "You're just a baby, aren't you?" Elena said softly. The creature's head tilted, processing her voice. "And you need someone to take care of you." Elena made her decision. The galaxy was vast and full of mysteries, but this small being didn't deserve to die alone on a forgotten mining station. She carefully placed the creature inside her environmental suit, where her body heat could keep it warm. As the Meridian departed Kepler 442b, Elena felt the tiny creature settle against her chest, its scales pulsing with contented light. She had come to rescue a human life, but instead found something far more precious. A new species that would change humanity's understanding of life in the universe. The stars ahead held infinite possibilities, and Elena was no longer traveling alone.